Hello, 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 everybody. Hi. So, my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. I was just lowering, the tune, so I'm not screaming at you. So, hello, hello, hello. Welcome. And tonight is Llama Love. Oh, yeah. Getting those VD Day paintings out of the way, right? Let's celebrate those holidays. And so, let me know if you're painting with me. Let me know if anyone's painting with me. And if it's your first time painting with us, welcome to the fam. And we'll give you a warm fam welcome. So say hello, 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 everybody. Hi. And of course, we have to say hi to you know who. Oh, yeah, here he is. Little man of the hour. That's right, the Butterface. How you doing, buddy? You gonna be a good boy? Yeah, you're the bestest boy. Yes, you are. Yep. You never know when he's going to chime in, so you got to give him props, right? So, hello, 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 Tina M. You're going to be painting tonight, Kristen? Awesome. Yes, girl. Do it. Do it. You can do this. You got this, girl. I know you got this. All right, so I'm going to show you my handy-dandy table over here of what we got going on. So, tonight's weapons of the evening, we have Big Boy. He is a 1-inch flat. We have Mini-Me. He looks just like Big Boy, except he's really small. And we have Tiny in the house. He is a round for details. Of course, Mr. Nifty's going to be showing up, I'm sure, somewhere. And the Java and the palette, same colors, every single party. White, yellow, blue, red, and black. Yes. So when you clean your brushes, you want to swirl them in the water. You want to tap on the side of your cup, dab on your paper towel in the direction of your bristles, and you want it to be wet but not dripping. Alrighty. So let's put you guys in your handy dandy holder and get everybody logging on here. I know I took off on Tuesday, so we're all just trying to get back into the swing of things. Don't worry, How To Tuesday will be back next week. Don't stress it. Guys like my coffee cup holder? Ain't it cool? It's cool, man. It's cool. All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right, Llama Love in the house. Oh, yeah. So, you guys think about what you want to do. What background color do you want? What color do you want your llamas? You know, what color are you going to do your heart? Are you going to do it opposite like this? Or are you going to turn around and do something completely different? You know, if you're going off the mark and you think you need a little assistance, let me know what's going on. So I'm working on a 16 by 20. It is 16 this way, 20 that way. If you're working on something smaller, that is fine. You will get there. As long as you're in the general area of your canvas that I'm in, you will be fine. Sometimes I go one hand over, two hands down. Obviously, you're just going to do a little bit and not a whole hand. All right. So, Tina M is painting tonight, too. Everybody's painting, right? Everyone's hanging out. We got people logging on. So, if you need to reference this, take a screenshot of it, because I can't show you both at once. I do put it into the shot to show you stuff, but it's not going to be side by side. So, if you need a reference photo, take a screenshot. All right, guys? And we'll get this rocking and rolling. Hey! Tina M and Kristen, you're the only one saying hi. Oh, there's Katie. Hello, 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 Katie. How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? Right? Katie's in the house. We got Katie hanging out with us tonight. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Katie's hanging out with us tonight. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Artist is here. Hello, 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 Artist. How you doing, sweetie? Artist is in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Alright. So, I hope you all took your screenshot, because we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. I'm doing alright, Katie. Hanging in there. Got a little bit of the winter blues going on, but that's okay. That's what fun paintings like this are here for, right? Oh, just a reminder. Sandy's here. All my videos are kid-friendly, so if you could watch your comments, I'll try to watch this thing, because we love when the kiddos create. That's right, 6,000%. Absolutely. Howdy, Sandy. How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? I'm from South South Jersey, but, you know, my family grew up in the north. It comes out every once in a while. How you doing? All right, let's get this started. So, the almighty blank canvas. Oh, it's so scary. It's so scary. It's not going to be that scary, guys. It's not going to be that scary. Marsha's here. Hi, Marsha. I like how you just announced yourself. That was awesome. Marsha's in the house. Sandy's hanging out with us. She's hoping she has all the right stuff. So just a flat brush and a couple brushes for details. Simple colors. We always have the same colors. Yellow, blue, red, black, and white. So hopefully you've got all the good stuffs. You're rocking and rolling. You got brushes, a canvas, and paint. You got all the right stuff. You got all the right stuff. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to swirl, tap, dab, big boy. And depending what color you're going to make your llamas, we're going to put just a rough 12 by 12 canvas. You got this. 12 by 12. It's a little small, but you can still do it on 12 by 12. No worries. You got this, girl. All right, so we're going to put a rough outline of our llamas in, so this way we're not painting the entire background on. Diane is here, and her granddaughter loves the 3 llamas. Hi, Diane. Hi, Diane's granddaughter. How you doing? So, I'm going to grab a little tiny smidge of red, and I'm going to grab some white, a whole lot of white, and we're going to start off. So, find your center. Oh, let's find our center. There's our center. Okay, so there's our center. And we're going to go on this side, and we're going to do a line that's at an angle because the llama heads are tilting in. So I want to show you how to do that. So you're going to leave a space for the ears. Right? You're going to do a line at an angle. Okay? And so this is my center, right? And then I just did a small little line at an angle. Because if you ever want to do something tilted, like a heart tilted or an oval or a circle, draw the line at an angle and then draw on both sides of the line your shape. And then this way your shape is going to be tilted. That's how you do that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright, so I'm just going to brush this smooth. Alright, so I have my one head at an angle. And I'm going to grab some more white with a little bit of red, right, because this llama's pink. And I'm just going to turn around and I'm going to go swoop off the side of the canvas here, right, and we're going to swoop straight down, swoop, straight down, sort of straight down, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, we're just putting a rough estimate of where our llama is going to go, so we don't wind up having to paint this whole thing the background. I'm saving us background time. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Alright, so other guy on the other side, right? So I'm going to grab some blue. I'm going to grab some red. Small amounts, just enough so I can see it against the white canvas. That's all I'm doing. And I'm going to do my line at an angle, right? Like I did before for this girl. Okay, and we're going to do the shape on either side. Just like that. Right, I'm just going to soften it out a bit. Because we're going to go over these lines and you're going to have time to be able to redraw them in. So don't stress it. Like I said, we're just basically putting the idea of where these guys are going to go. That's all we're doing. All we're doing. Okay, and I'm going to put a line to the side. Shoop, just like that. I just flung paint somewhere. I have no idea where that went. If you guys saw my kitchen cabinet that's over here, it's got paint splattered all over it. Thank goodness for sandpaper. One of these days I'll just sandpaper it down and repolyurethane it. But it literally has splatters all over the front of it. Hello, 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 Tina B. Yes, girl, we're doing it. We didn't do much, hon. You got plenty of time. We didn't do anything really. Carolyn is just watching today. Oh, Carolyn's got a bad tummy. All right, healing prayers, guys. Carolyn. Take care of that tummy. That tummy, right? That tummy. Okay, so now that we basically have where our llamas are going, like I said, very basic. Nothing too nutty. Healing prayers to Carolyn. Oh yeah. So, anybody just popping on, you kind of missed what I did already. Alright, we found our center. We put a line at an angle. Drew our oval around it. Put in the lines for the body. Did the same thing on the other side. Put our line at an angle. Did our ovals around it. Put our lines in for the body. That's all we did. And my background, I got to swirl tap dab my brush. Since it is green, I want to get the red out of my brush. So we're going to get the red out of my brush. Swirl tap dab my brush. And my background's green. You guys can do whatever color background you want. But I'm going to grab, see, and this is why I always say grab from the side so you don't waste your whole pile of paint. Because I'm going to grab my white from this side now. Nice and clean. See how pretty? Nice and white. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to grab my blue. Right? And I'm going to grab my yellow. And I can muck up my yellow because there's no yellow in my painting. So I can muck that up. It's all good. Do a little smush smush. Make sure it's the green that I want. And now we're just going to fill in whatever's left. We're just going to fill it in. That's all we're doing. Just filling in around our shapes. Like I said, we just put that in as a little rough, right, Butters? Rough? A little rough sketch of where our llamas are going so we don't have to paint the whole background in. Because painting the whole background and then we'd have to block everything in white and you know, it just it's a little time consuming. Sometimes I have you paint the whole background in first because a lot of times when you guys paint and we do it this way, you wind up following your shape and then you get the brush stroke like that. Don't do that. Don't do that right now. Don't worry about these lines. If you go over your line, it's okay. So make sure you're still going across or down, right? And notice I'm just going back and forth between these. Am I covering this? Yeah. Am I stressing it? No. Okay? So don't go around your object. Don't do one of these. Don't go around your object with the background color. No, 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 no. No, don't do it. Okay, make sure that you're having your brush strokes go all in the same direction. Okay, all in the same direction. So nobody can tell that we cheated and just put the background around what we were painting. Okay, notice I'm going all in the same direction. I'm going back and forth with this. Back and forth. Okay, don't outline your shapes. Whenever you paint anything, if you want to skip doing your background and, you know, put your object in your painting first, make sure, I just flung paint onto my mouth. I guess it's just the night to fling paint, guys. Make sure, well, make sure you mix enough color for your entire background, unlike me, which has to mix more green now. So whenever you are going to have a color that you're going to use a lot of and you got to mix it, make sure you mix enough. Because especially if you're new and you're not used to mixing colors, it's going to be really hard to rematch up the color you made in the first place. Okay? So if you're mixing colors, make sure that you mix enough. Right? If you don't use some of it, you don't use some of it, right? We talked about storing it. You could put it in a Tupperware. Some people wrap their palettes with plastic. Some people put them in a Ziploc bag. Other people use those little souffle cups, like those little gravy cups. You can scoop your paint into there. So if you store your paint, it's still good. It'll be good for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. It depends on how tight the seal is on whatever you're storing it in. Any longer than that, it would probably get thick and goopy on you. So you don't want to store it for too long. I mean, I use my Tupperwares of paint like longer than 3 to 5 days, but I know how to deal with paint when it's goopy. So I don't stress it, you know what I'm saying? But if you're not really sure, right? You're not really sure about those things, then I give it about 3-4 days max, because otherwise it's not going to be very user friendly after that. It's going to get really thick and globby, and it's not going to be nice and smooth for you to spread. So if you're going to store your paint, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. You just want to make sure that you use it up within a few days, right? And it's always better to have extra, right? Always better to have extra than not have enough. Because if you don't mix enough, like I said, you're going to have to remix the color, and to turn around and get it the same exact color you started with, probably not going to happen for you. Just saying. Just saying. Because if you notice, I'm going over what I painted already. Because my color wasn't exactly the same color that I started with. So, I'm telling you, you know, when I tell you guys, like, little things about different little tips or tricks or whatever, it's not because I was born all-knowing on how to paint. That's not why. Trust me. It's because I screwed something up. And if I screwed it up and learned from it, I can tell you. So that's why I'm telling you. Because I just screwed it up here. But that's why we paint as a fam, right? Nobody's perfect, man. Nobody's perfect. But we get her done. We get her done. And if I screw up, then you can screw up. And we all know how to fix our screw-ups. And then we're good. So we're just a big family of screw-ups. But I like it like that. Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday. Lynn is here. Hey, hey. Haven't painted with you in a long time. You're late, but you're here. That's all right, Lynn. It's okay, sweetheart. Llama Love. Kelly is here. Kelly needs, that's right. Kelly needs some healing wishes, guys. She's down with the Rona. She's got the Rona, guys. Everybody send her some prayers, man. Telling you, I hope you're doing okay, Kelly. I hope you're doing all right. Yep, you know the replay is always available. You did a yellow background. I was really, you know what, Kristen? It's so cool that you did a yellow background, because I was playing with the fact of making a yellow llama instead of pink. But yellow is such a tricky color. And those of you that want to do the exact colors I did, I figured I'll make sure I show you in the exact colors I did. So that's why I didn't. But I love the fact that you did yellow, because it's going to make the purple really pop if you're doing a purple. You've been in bed all day. Well, there's actually nothing wrong with being in bed all day. I particularly like days like that. It's nice to spend all day in bed, isn't it? No? Am I wrong? I like days like that. But not if you're feeling icky. Not if you're feeling icky. Got to get yourself some soup. Set up that humidifier. Right? Get a little ibuprofen going on. And you'll be all set. You'll be all set, Kelly. Oh, Lynn, you too? Oh, no. Back at Christmas? Oh, that stinks. Yeah, I was being 6,000% extra careful. because after the holidays, everything just, the numbers just spiked like crazy. So I kind of shut myself in. All right, I'm Swirl, Tap, Dab, and Big Boy. You want to do pink and blue llamas? Yeah, so that'll totally work for you. That'll look really pretty against the yellow, Kristen. That's a really good idea. Alright, so I'm Swirl, Tap, Dab, and Big Boy. I got them nice and clean. And we're going to go in. We're going to go in with white. Just white. Nice and clean and pretty. And we're going to put our shapes back in. We're going to put our shapes back in where they were. Okay, so there was my line. And I'm going to do my oval. Okay, so, and we're going to do just white. So we don't see these lines in here, okay? You're getting better, but still very tired. Painting helps everything. Painting helps everything. That is for sure. Like when you're feeling very lethargic and you just kind of start spreading some paint around, it really does lighten the mood, you know? And I'm grabbing more white paint, guys. I ran out of clean white paint. Okay, so if you didn't do your ovals so good before, guess what? We're doing them again. We're doing them again. And, you know, if some of your background is kind of getting in there, that's okay. That's all right. The white's going to dilute it enough. And we're going to be putting so many layers on these guys that you won't have to stretch it. You won't have to stretch it. Stress it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I can't talk today. All right. So, your two lines at the angle. All right. And then do my shape around it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, I love that trick. I love the trick of putting the line at the angle and then drawing the shape around it. It's one of my favorite tricks because sometimes you want something tilted, or, you know, like your hearts. If you're doing a painting with hearts, you don't want all the hearts straight across. You want some of them tilted or bent. You put that center line in and then draw the heart around it, and then you can get all tilted and still have them even. It's one of my favorite tricks. Okay, I'm going to come over here and do the edges over here. I'm going to do the edges over here. White paint. Just white paint. Just white. That's all. Swoop. Bringing her down. We're bringing her down. And if you notice, I'm starting off small. All right? Start your shapes off small. See, these are obviously smaller than my originals because as we put layers on this and build up the fur and everything else, it's going to get bigger. The more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. Oh, no, I'm freezing on you? That stinks. Try going out and back in again, Lynn. Try leaving and coming back. Sometimes that helps. I'm not very tech savvy, but I heard that that helps. That helps, you know, lock it back in a little bit better. So, I'm starting with these guys a little smaller than I actually want it. And all I'm doing is softening those background edges right now. All we're doing. All I'm doing. So, we don't have the harsh, that's a weird word, harsh. We don't have the harsh background lines in here. You can't see the harsh background lines. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ears in. So I'm going to pull my brush nice and flat. And pull it nice and flat. And a nice flat edge on there. And I'm going to lift this up so you can see, because there's shadow. We got shadow. Oh, yeah. Alright, so actually, I learned that I could turn around and put this like here, and you guys don't get the shadow anymore. I just don't know how well it'll hold it there. Like if I push it down, it's pretty sturdy. I don't know. We'll see if it bounces on me. We'll see if it winds up bouncing in or not. But if I put it there, you guys don't get the shadow from the bracket. But we'll see if it's pretty sturdy. Let's see if it stays there. Doing this for a year and a half. I learned a new trick. A year and a half I've been doing this. Right? Maybe even 2 years. How long have I been doing this, fam? For a while. Alright, so for our ears, we're going to follow our oval. And then you're going to pull right off the oval. And then bring it on down. Okay? It's like little cat ears. And then we're going to follow off of this oval. Whoop. Bring it up. And bring a piece down. Bring a piece down. There we go. It's like kitty cat ears. It's like we're making Batman. It's Batman. Alright, same thing over here. Follow around the oval, bring it up. Right, connecting to the other ear. That looks good. I like that. I can get down with that. Right, because they're all close and lovey-dovey anyway, right? Right? So, Lynn, I hope you fixed the freezing. We're going to bring this one up. And come on down. Alrighty. There we go. There we go. Okay, and we're gonna put in our the snouts. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some white with some red, just to make it a different color. And come over here, and the snout starts actually pretty high. Okay, and all it is a rounded triangle. Bring it down. There you go. Okay? It's just a rounded triangle. That's all it is. So, and I just made it darker pink so I can see it. So I can see it. There we go. There's one. And I'm going to grab that white and red and grab some blue with it. Need more red. And some more white. Start my little purple pile that I'm going to need anyway. Right? Same thing. Now, the snouts are tilted with the oval. So if you need to do the line trick, do the line trick at the angle. And then come in and do the shape of the snout around it. Okay, so if you need to do that line trick for the snout of the llama, go for it. Go for it. Do it. And I'm going to come in here with my extra color, and we can color him all in whatever color you're making him. And mine is going to be purple. So I am going to make myself a ton of purple. Hopefully I make enough purple, because I'm going to be making this lighter and darker as I paint. So right now for purple, blue, red, and white. I'm literally squirting blue, red, and white into this little, see, I literally just squirted blue, red, and white into that little spot right there. And I'm going to mush it up. I'm going to mush it up. I'm making a mess. We're making a mess. Alright. I'm going to color them in. And it'll blend more as I put this on the canvas. So I'm not stressing it. We're going to color him in. We're going to color him in. Alright? Just color him in. Whatever color he's going to be, just color him in. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. We're just coloring him in. These llama guys, these llamas are so easy, and they're so much fun. So we're having a nice, easy peasy time of it tonight. Next week, next week. That painting has a little bit of trickery to it. So, but I'm going to do, I already know what I'm going to do for the How To Tuesday. You know, I did have it set up to show you guys fur, but it's so simple. I still have utmost confidence in you that you'll get the fur on these llamas. But next week is the Monsters Valentine's. I'm actually really excited about the Monsters Valentine. I mean, I don't know if you guys are, but I am. And so this is next week. This is next Friday. And I'm really excited because this is fun and it's different. And so the How To Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to shade and blend. Because do you see how this is highlighted right here? And then it goes into it being dark. So I'm going to show you how to shade and blend to get certain parts of objects. Eek! To get certain objects. See how, yes, you got your sugar skull, Diane. See how it's dark underneath here and then blend it out like in here. So I am going to show you like here behind the head. How To Tuesday is going to be shading and blending. I'm going to show you how to do all that practice session. So then this way for the paint party on Friday, you will have practiced how to shade and blend. Alrighty? Sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like a plan to me. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I am just coloring him in, whatever color he's going to be. We're just coloring him in. I lucked out. I just happened to, this purple's darker than the purple I did the nose. That was luck, guys. That was not skill. And his ears. I gotta be a little careful with the ears. I gotta stay in my lines with the ears. So we'll go a little slower. Go a little slower. Go a little slower, Eve. Go a little slower. It's okay. It's alright. Go a little slower. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, since I have all this purple on my brush, we might as well just work on the one llama, and then I'll clean my brush and do the girl. So what you're going to do now is, you know, we want to wipe the tip of this off. Okay, so I'm just I'm just pulling the globs off of it, really, using the side of my palette. I'm just getting the globs out of it, right? So it's kind of thin. And I'm going to take that purple and I'm going to add some white to it. All right, now if your llama is a really light color, mine's really dark. If yours is a light color, take the color and make it darker. If your llama is a dark color like mine, take your color and make it lighter with white. All right, so whatever the case may be. All right, so I'm grabbing white paint and I'm making a lighter purple spot here on my palette. Okay, so, and what you want to do with this is we're going to start, I'm going to hold it back here, and we want to start putting in where the fur's going. Okay, so I'm going to turn around and do, all I'm doing is like little wiggles. I'll show you, look. Little wiggles, like that. So you hold your brush back here and you just do a little back and forth with your hands. And if you have a shake in your hand already, you're one ahead of us. So, don't get so excited with these. Start off small. And I'm going to do little wiggles. Alright, we're not stressing down here because that's where the heart's going. I'm just going to put these little wiggles in so we can start layering we can start layering the fur. All right. Now, the fur, the finished fur, we actually do it all with the small brush, but this is just going to start adding some depth for us. Like I said, if your llama is really light in color, use the dark, make it darker. If it was really dark, like mine, that's why I'm just adding white to my color. And I'm doing these squiggles. And on the face, his hair comes around his snout like this, and then out the side. And then it comes around the snout on this part, and out the side. Okay? And then just fill it in around his snout. Alright, and again, don't go nutty. Don't go nutty. I know this is fun, but kind of maintain some control, people. A little bit. Alright, and then it's going to come across the top here. And then, right, there's a spot, it goes around the eye, so make your little eye section. Make your little eye section. And then it comes up off the top of the eye. So, if you got little kids doing this painting, or you're not one with a lot of patience, you could turn around and just do your fur with the bigger brush and call it a day. I just added more white paint so you could see what I was doing. So that's all I did. So made the little eye area. Okay, came down over here. Over here. Looks like a little monkey. Now he looks like a little monkey. I need more white paint. And stick and move, guys. Put it on and then leave it alone. Because if you keep painting over it, you're going to just wind up with a big mushy mess. So you want to put it on there and keep it moving. Because if you keep painting over these, you're going to get a mushy mess. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. No. Alright, so under his snout here. I'm just doing it really light so you can see what I was doing. Okay? So, mine looks like a little monkey man. That's cool. Because I put the white on here. And just so you can see what I did. Alright? So, if you're doing this with little kids, you could turn around and just have them do the fur with the big brush and we'd call it a day. I'm going to show you how to do the fur with the small brush too. Because it does add a lot of depth to it. So, see in here, this is all small brush. See that? So, I'm going to show you guys. I probably won't do the llamas in the entirety with the small brush. We'll be here till tomorrow. So I don't want to do that, but I'm going to show you. Yeah, so I'm Swirl Tap Dab and Big Boy, and I'm going to move over to our girly girl here. Alright, so I told you guys these are a lot of fun. It's a good zone out. Everybody's just chilling, zoning out, doing wiggly lines. These guys are super cool, super easy, nothing really difficult. You can't go wrong. It's like you can't go wrong if you're using your color of your llama and then using a darker version and a lighter version. You seriously really can't go wrong doing this. You really can't. Unless you go really nutty. If you go a little too nutty, yeah, you can start messing it up. But honestly, it's llama fur, people. Okay, so I'm going to grab my red. And I'm going to grab my white. And I'm going to turn around and color her in. That's all I'm going to do. So, I'm going to let him dry so he doesn't become a mushy mess. And he's drying. I'm going to work on her. So we're just going to keep flipping back and forth between the two of them. Stop playing with this one, guys. You're done. Go to the next one. I know you guys are out there, and I know you're still doing fur on here. Stop. Leave it alone. Let it dry. Get all teachery on you. Put your brushes down. Actually, clean them off and do your other llama. But anyway, I know what you're doing. I know how you are. I know what's going on out there. Might not be able to see you, but I know. I know. Oh, yeah. All right, so I'm just coloring her in. She's pink for me, so red and white. Red and white. Just coloring her in. That's all I'm doing. All we're doing. I need more red paint. I have to grab more red paint. More red paint. Alright, there we go. Alright, fixing my shape. Oh, just went out of my line. Fix that. If you go out of your line and you've got background coming through, just grab more white paint like I did, and the white paint will block out the background. Okay, so if you go out of your line, you go out of your shape, grab white paint and put it in that spot like I did right there. And I'm grabbing extra white to put my snout back in because I'm losing my llama snout. That's a weird word too, snout. English language is so strange. It really is. Probably because we have pieces of all the other languages. We have like Latin roots, we have Roman, Greek roots, we have, you know, words that were from England, we have words that were from Germany, we have words that are from every country out there. So, I heard it's one of the hardest languages to learn too, because there's so many different little things that don't make any sense. And it's not like consistent. It's not like one rule is how all the words work. When I was substituting in the elementary schools, and they were learning like phonics and words and stuff. And it was really interesting, like, to see how many different ways, like, they have these things called sight words, to where it's basically they need to just learn what the word is, and when they see it, know what the deal is. Like, there's no rhyme or rule, or it doesn't follow anything. Like, they just have to be able to look at it and know how to say the word. They call them sight words. Obviously, you know, when you see them, you know how to say them. Like the word who. W-H-O. Really? Who, what, where, when? Why is there a W? Or why is there an H in there? Why is there an H in there? Really? And then W-E-R-E is were. So strange. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Okay. So now that I have that on there, I'm going to wipe my brush off a little bit here. And since she's really light, I'm going to grab the darker color instead. I'm going to grab the darker color instead, and we're going to put our squiggles in. And I'm just starting under her snout. If you notice, that's where I'm starting the squiggles. I'm placing my brush under the snout, and that's where I'm starting my squiggles. Now, the thing is I know I grabbed just red to do these squiggles, when I go to do the fur that's sticking out from her sides, I'm going to have to grab white and pink, white and red with that, okay? Because this, you're going to see the background through it. Red is very see-through. Red acrylic paint is very see-through for some reason. I don't know why. I think it wouldn't be, but it is. So, I want to grab my white with my red again. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do some of these little guys. Notice I'm just squiggling my brush and I'm just doing some little guys. Nothing nutty. Come over here. Do some squiggles this way. Soften that line up. Alright. There we go. Soften that up. Okay, and her fur is only on the top of the head. Let me show you the original. So she has a hairstyle going on here. See that? He's Mr. Nutty all over the place. But she has a hairstyle. So her fur is only at the coming off the top of her head here, okay? I mean, you can make her any way you want to, but that's how I made her, to have her be a little more, you know, a little more stylish. She's stylish. She's styling with her little bow. You guys are zoning out on fur. No one's talking to me. I'm just talking to myself. All sorts of whatnots. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Alright. So we're going to start up here, because here's her snout. Here's her eyes. And then you got to go above that. Okay? So I'm going to put a piece this way. And I'm going to put a piece this way. Alrighty. And I'm going to bring this over here. And I'm going to stop when I start hitting his. Alright, because he's actually over the top of her. He's kind of like, his fur goes in front of her fur. I mean, you can put whoever you want out front. But just keep it consistent. So if his fur is going over her, you have to make sure you do that all the way down. Alrighty, so swooping it this way, swooping it that way, little swoop, and then she's got a dip, right? So pull my brush, bring it out, dip, there we go, and pull this out, follow my dip, dip, there we go, and notice I'm grabbing the white again because I'm on to where the green is. Alright, so I'm grabbing the white again. Right, Tina B? I told you this one's fun. It's really easy. It's really fun. It's a good one to do with the kids. Because they can, it's like, you know, because kids only have so much of an attention span. So, you know, you could probably get kids painting for a half hour, maybe an hour tops before they start getting wiggle butt. So, this is a good one for the kids. You're not connecting. You're trying to catch up since I started late. Aw, Lynn. That's all right. We're just painting fur. That's going to be this whole paint party. Painting fur. All right. Now I got this light pink on my brush. I'm going to fix her snout a little bit more. Because she's kind of got a weird top of her snout going on here. I don't know what's going on there. So I'm going to fix that with some lighter paint. And I'm going to come in with the darker paint and outline it. Right? So if you need to make any adjustments, you can. Right? All I did was grab some dark red. And I'm fixing her little llama snout a little bit here. All I did was grab some darker paint, darker color, whatever color your llama is. And I'm just going around the snout, fixing the shape. So if you guys have to schmooze a little or whatever, do it. Do it. Okay. Oh, well, that's good, Lynn. I'll take a break. You guys catch up mustard, right? Doing your furs. Ketchup mustard time. Oh, yeah. I'm going to finish my coffee and get myself a drink. Okay, guys? So, exciting news. My sister's coming over tomorrow, and we're going to polish up YouTube. Guys, 6,000%. Turn around and subscribe and like the videos on YouTube, because they're all going on there. Every single one I've ever done. You'll get notified when I post one. You'll have access to all the replays. You'll have access to all of the how-tos that I've done. So if you need to reference, like say, oh, I want to paint a waterfall. How did Eve do that again? You go right on YouTube and it's going to be all on the list. So make sure that you are doing that. Also want to remind you, the stars are activated. If you guys want to hit some stars for me, always free to watch, but tips are appreciated. I can't post the links anymore, but my payment links, Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are on the event page. They're on my business page. I'm going to post them again, I'm sure. So they are out there. Please, 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 if you can and are able. Art supplies are not free. Keeping the lights on is not free. So anybody that can send support, I appreciate it. If you do, you get Mr. Nifty's for free. Okay, I send them out to everybody who sends me support. So 6,000%. Let's keep the Eve's Creations Paint Party bus rolling. Because this is all for you. It's all for you guys. It's all for the fam. That's right. You out there. Watching you. Alright. Let's do the, I'm done with my infomercial. Let's do my roll call. Tina M is here. Tina M is like on point. She's like the first one on, the first one sharing. You are like on point, sweetheart. And Kristen's hanging out. She's painting with us tonight. Hope you're doing all right. I love the colors you're choosing. We got Katie and Artist and Sandy and Marcia. Diane's catching up. She's doing all right. She's catch up mustering. Lynn is catching up mustering. Tina B's hanging out with us. We got Carolyn and Kelly. I don't know. Kelly might have fell asleep. But Kelly needs her rest. So, let me go get myself my cold drink. And, alright. So, Monsters is next Friday. The How To Tuesday is going to be on shading and blending. You guys, what do you want to paint? Give me ideas. Give me whatever you want to do, because I'm going to be starting St. Patty's Stuff Day soon. So I snuck one in there. I already posted it. You guys saw that I snuck the dream catcher in there. So the Monsters is next Friday. You're so glad to be doing painting with you because you missed out on so many Christmas ones. Lynn, I am so glad you're painting with me too. I love it. I like it a lot. So after Monsters, we have our rainbow flower meadow. I don't remember what I called this. Our butterflies. Anyway, this one's really fun, really cute. So I'm kind of going, like I'm doing easy, and then a little trickier, and then easy again, and then a little trickier. Nosy Gnome St. Patrick's, of course, Tina B. Hello. So, this is in 2 weeks. Okay. And then right before Valentine's Day, we've got Nosy Gnome. Right? We get to see where he lives. We're gonna be doing clouds. Oh boy. He's like the player though, man. Look at all those Valentines he got. You're gonna do the dream catcher one? Yeah, I'm getting to that one. You're gonna give it to your friend because she loves dream catchers. I absolutely love that idea. So then after Valentine's Day, you guys can thank Lynn for this. Or was it Diane? Anyway, one of you gave me the dream catcher idea. We have our dream catcher, which seems to be a fan favorite right now. So I'm going to teach you how to paint a galaxy. We've done a galaxy before. I'm going to show you again. And we're going to do our dream catcher. So that is the lineup. I'm actually like already ready already. Can you believe it? That like never happens in East Creations paint party history. Like ever. like ever. I'm excited for next week. I'm excited for the monsters. Because it's different. It wasn't you, but you love it. Thanks, artist. You love the dream catcher. Then it must have been Diane. NASCAR season. You know, cars are so hard, though. They really are. There's a lot of angles in cars. All right. I'm going to write NASCAR down. I will write it down. I'm writing it down. I'm going to have to wrap my head around that one. How can I figure out how to do that with you guys? Because cars are tricky. It was you, Diane. See? Everybody thank Diane for the dream catcher and the sugar skulls. She was the one with those ideas. Like the city, yeah, something like that, Tina B. That's what I was already thinking. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around and we're gonna take out Mini-Me. We're gonna take out Mini-Me, and I just put my thumb in my red paint. We're gonna take out Mini-Me, and I'm gonna grab white paint, and I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna put in her bow. Alright, so the bow. Now I'm drawing like a pencil, that's it. And I'm just swooping a line in. Mini-Me and white paint. Sit. So wherever you want your bow to go. Close up. Whoa. Close up. Scary, right? I know. Scary. It's scary stuff. Okay, so I'm just doing the band to the bow. That's all I'm doing. Okay, and then turn around, and on the top here, we're going to do oval like that, and an oval like that. Fill that in. Soften it out a little bit. Soften it out a little bit, make it a little bit bigger, okay? And then we swoop this way, swoop. When we swoop this way, swoop. Connect it with a little bend in there. Color it in. Color it in. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There we go. There's one side. Did you see that little move I just did? You know what I did? When I get a glob of paint on my edge, that's what I do. I take my finger and I swipe it into the object to get rid of that ridge. To get rid of that ridge of paint. Okay, so we're going to swoop that way. Becca! Becca Carter's in here, and she's talking to Becky Alford. Yeah, I am on Eastern time, ladies. Welcome to the fam, though. We got Becca and Becky. I like it. I like it a lot. Hello, ladies. You can totally go on YouTube. The video should be posted by today or tomorrow. So it'll be totally on there for you guys for the replay. You can hang out with us right now. That's fine. All right. And we're going to do our swoop this way. Swoop. And connect it. And connect it. Color it in. Color it in. Hello, Becky and Becca. Welcome to the fam. Yes, I am on Eastern time, guys. Eastern time. So I am not always 7 o'clock for everybody. An hour earlier. I always thought that was cool on New Year's Eve because we do the Times Square thing and then hello, Kim. We do the Times Square thing and then we get to watch like Texas do the Times Square thing and then we get to watch like another part of the world do the Times Square thing. It's like Times Square times 3. Hello, Kim. How you doing? Kim's in the house. Oh, yeah. All right, so I'm going to turn around, do the lighter part in the ears. So I'm grabbing Mini-Me again, and I'm going to grab white with my pink to make it really light. And I'm going to come up to my ear and do this outside half lighter. Okay, so just drew a line kind of down the middle of it, sort of, kind of. Okay, and then do the outside part of this ear. Hello all. Okay, so just doing the outside part of that ear. Just doing a lighter shade of whatever your llama is. So what, grab the color of your llama and grab some white and just do a lighter shade. Just do a lighter shade, that's all. Okay, I'll wipe my brush off and I'm going to do his ears. So grabbing my white with my purple. Do the inside part over here. And we're just going to lose it because we're going to cover it with fur. So just just stop painting it. Do a little zigzag zoom when you get to this part because that's going to be covered with fur. Okay. And then the outside part on this side. Okay, and as I move down, I'm just going to zigzag zoom. I'm just going to zigzag zoom it for him. This one I stopped at her hairline, but he has the fur line, so when you start hitting where your fur lines are, just zigzag zoom a little bit. All right. So, now we're going to go in, and I'm going to show you on him. Earthquake! We're going to start doing the smaller lines of paint. So I'm going to show you on him. It's a complete zone out. We'll zone out on it for a while. And I'm going to show you the faces after that. Okay, so I'm on the flip side now. I'm over here. Hi. Alright, so I'm going to turn around and I'm going to have a darker version of that. So I'm going to my purple pile here. And I'm just kind of swirling it around to get the darker color underneath. Alright, so we need a darker version. And I'm just going to, the same thing you did with the big brush, you're going to do with the small brush. Okay? And you're just doing the squiggles. So we're going to start off with the darker tone. So whatever color your llama was, just make it darker. And if you don't know how to make it darker, let me know what your color is and I'll tell you what to add to it. But whatever you mixed to make your color, whatever, like I mixed red and blue, right? So I just grabbed more blue to make it darker. So that's all I did. So we're going to turn around, and now you're going to do the squiggles, but you're doing them with the smaller brush. You're doing them with the smaller brush, okay? And if you notice, like, I ran out of paint. You got it. Every time I'm moving my hand away from the canvas, guys, I am grabbing more paint. Okay, so that's the deal with that. So you start off, right? Let's fill this in. So do any of you guys have, like, I'm not in a relationship, so I don't have one, but any of you guys have, like, a certain thing you do with your loved one on Valentine's Day? Does he get you, like, a box of chocolates and stuff? Like, anybody have a little Valentine's thing that they do with their honey? Right? I remember when Ariel was little and we used to do the Valentines to bring to school. Do you guys remember doing that? Like bringing the Valentine's cards to school for all your friends and having like a little collection of Valentines. Do they even do that anymore? I don't even know if they do that anymore. That was always like always the scariest day when you're like a girl in school, because you're like, you know, if you don't get one. Like, I remember in high school, you guys want to hear a sad story? All right, I'll tell you a sad story. I'll tell you a sad Eve story. So, here I am in high school. I'm a teenager, right? So, you know how that goes. And they had this thing. Oh, they do that, Katie? Thanks. Yeah, that's pretty awesome that they still do that. And your nicknames are Bird Dog and Wiener for each other. Oh my gosh, that's so cute, Tina M. So, anyway, so they did this thing where they were doing a fundraiser, but mostly in elementary school. Yeah, okay, I got you. Where you could turn around and send a rose to somebody, right? We would make boxes on our desk to put the Valentines in. It was fun. Yes, Lynn. Yes, I remember that. Right, Katie? In elementary school. So, I like this kid. So, I sent him a rose, right? Because I listened to my friend. I wouldn't have done it, but she talked me into doing it, so I did it. And anyway, I didn't hear nothing about it the whole day. And then somebody I was in class with was his friend. And basically he took the rose and just threw it in his locker. Usually get some stuff at the Dollar Tree, and he'll bring something when he gets off of work or if I'm off, and take him something. Stuffed animal, movie theater candy. Oh, that sounds so cute. Yeah, so anyway, this dude crushed me because he just kind of took my gift and chucked it. Right? His loss. Alright, so when you do the squiggles around his face, alright, follow those same areas that we did before, and when you come around, just bring it down into the body part here. Okay, and you're just doing the dark right now. Right? So, anyway, his loss. And, but I'll never forget that. And I'm like, you know, they probably shouldn't do that in high school. You know? It's like nothing but pure stress. Being a teenager. Liking somebody. Don't know if they like you or not. Anyway. That's my story. Okay, so as you're doing his squiggles on his face, follow those shapes that we did before. Around the nose. Okay, coming out from the nose. Okay, because his hair is all sorts of messed up. So we're going to do all these squiggles. Yep. I still remember his name. I'm not going to out him like that. I'm not going to out him on live video like that. But Do you guys remember, like, any of you, like, being in, like, 6th grade and just having, like, a crush on everybody? Like, I remember being in, like, 5th or 6th grade, and I was, like, in love with everybody. Like, I had, like, 4 little dudes that I was, like, oh, my goodness. I don't know what that was all about. It's just, like, they would do something totally boy, and, I thought it was, like, the cutest thing. Probably because I grew up with, I just had sisters, so I didn't have the annoying boy thing at home. Like, I didn't have an annoying brother or anything, so that's probably why. I bet if I had, like, a brother, I wouldn't have thought it was cute. I would have probably thought it was more annoying than cute. So, if you notice as I'm doing these squiggles, I did these away from, and then I'm going upwards with these, right? So, we're following the same pattern that we put before with the big brush. Okay? So, and his hair's going over hers, so it's okay if my squiggle went over, because he's kind of, like, the fur is just in front of her. Alright? Because you got to pick somebody. One of them has to have it in front of the other. That's all there is to it. And since his was such a mess, I made his in front of hers. Because his is all over the place. All over the place. Alright, so this is layer 1. Right? There's actually 3 layers of color. So you do the dark, then you do your basic, and then you do your light. So, there we go. There's layer 1. Mine was my friend's brother's. That makes sense. That makes sense, Tina. Totally get with that. I was Twitter-pated. I love it, Kim. Yeah, well, they weren't all at the same time. You know, so I'd like one, and then somebody else would do something cute, and I liked another one. Like I said, I didn't have the annoying brother at home, so that's probably where it all stemmed off of. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing to her. Alright, so whatever your darkest color is, swirl, tap, dab your brush, and you're going to do the same thing with her. Now, I'm using Mini-Me for this. You guys, whatever small... I know you are, sweetheart. Whatever small brush you have, you can use a round detail brush. Just be careful, like you're not mashing it into your canvas. That's all. That's all. Alright, so I gotta grab red for her. So I'm grabbing some red, and then, so the hair here... I'm not going to let it wiggle so freely like I did with him. I'm going to kind of like do it because hers is a little more under control. So I'm going to use a little more control with my brush. And I'm going out from where I parted her hair right here. So that's where I'm starting, and then I'm just doing my wiggle outwards. I need more red paint. I need more red paint. You were the only girl with 3 brothers, so they were always boys around. Oh my goodness. See, you don't know if that's a blessing or a curse. Yeah, my poor dad, he had 3 daughters. So, as I know how to cook, and I know how to change a tire. Right? Not that I like to change a tire. Like, I'll still pull the girl card. I'll pull the girl card to have... That's what spit's for, guys. If you go over into that area. You know, if there's a dude around, I'm definitely going to pull the girl card to have him change my tire. But do I know how to do it? Yes. Don't tell him. Okay, so... Now, stop when you get to your bow. So, I stopped when I got to my bow, and then I came out the other side and followed it through. Okay? So, Starting on this end, squiggle to the bow, come on the other side, follow it through. You were the oldest of 4 girls, no brothers. Triple A, right, Diane? That's what I'm talking about. Wow, 4 girls. Your poor father, Carolyn, right? How many bathrooms did you have? Like 4? Did you have like 5 bathrooms in the house? Like 1 for each of you? For your mom? I always think about that when people have a lot of girls or a lot of kids. Like, how many bathrooms do you have? Four brothers, no sisters. Wow. So wow. Yeah. I don't know. That's so different, right? So different. Isn't that amazing? Like the different family dynamics, right? So I'm just going really careful around my bow and filling this in dark. See that? Wow, Eve's being careful. Look at that. Right? Hello. I'll document this night. There we go. Yeah, that's just amazes me. And then you had the families that were like perfect, 1 boy, 1 girl. Like, how did they do that? How did they figure that out? Okay, now when I get to this part, I can be a little more free. I can be a little more free with my squiggles. Be a little more free with it. All right, so when you guys are done with your llamas, you know, 6,000%. I already made the spot on the event page to post your llamas. Just you and 1 sister growing up. Oh, see, so you had a small family. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing, right? From under the snout, start under the snout. 1 bathroom, and your dad rigged a hose with a coffee can to make a makeshift shower. Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh, so you have 2 older brothers, but you didn't meet them until you were grown. Okay. All right. I see what you got going on there, Tina. So, I'm kind of, if you notice, I'm like outlining the snout area here. And then I'm going to pull down. Because I should have did that when I did around his snout. See, because his is not like very clean. See how it's all kind of eh. So, I got to fix that. So I kind of outlined, and then I'm just going to soften that outline I did and pull down. So you're going to do the same thing throughout her, all the dark squiggles, okay? I'm not going to do it. I already painted 1 of these, so I'm not going to do all of that. But you guys turn around and you can squiggle away, okay? I'm going to do some roll call. And you can squiggle away, do all these squiggles. Okay? So, you guys have fun squiggling. And, very technical terms here. I'm going to move the camera back so we can see what's going on. I'm going to fix the snout on my purple guy because it's all jagged edges. Okie dokie, Kim. Have a good night. So, I'm going to fix my dude snout. So, I'm going to swirl tap that big boy. You guys can keep on squiggling your dark color in there. I want to come over here with my light purple paint and fix the lines up, you know. So, if you have to fix your lines up, you can totally do it. Like, if your snout is all kind of not outlined nice, it's all icky because of going with your squiggles, it's okay. You can totally go in with Big Boy and refix it. It's not a problem. That's what I'm doing. I'm refixing it. So, this way, it has a nice smooth edge on it. I kind of made it so that didn't happen on hers, but I definitely didn't do it on this side. So we're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. Yes. Let's fix this thing. There we go. Back to normal. Right? I love paint. You just let it dry and you can paint right over it. Telling you, it's awesome. Alright, so you guys keep doing your squiggles, and I'm going to do some roll call. I'm going to take a sip of my soda, and we're going to turn around, and I'm going to show you how to do the facial. We're going to do the facial. So we're doing facial. I'm going to show you the facial features. Yes. And the heart, and we're going to be all set, because the rest of it is fur. I'm going to show you how to do, right? So it's dark, then the base color, and then a lighter color. So, and you guys can get really creative. You can turn around and put white in with the pink. Like, you can do all sorts of stuff. Whatever kind of hair or fur you want your llama to have. So, I just did like 3 shades of the same color, dark, medium, and light. But if you want to get creative, you want to make a rainbow llama, you can do that. You can give her some purple pieces if you wanted to. You know, whatever you want to do. They're your llamas. Like I said, there really is no wrong way to do this. That's what makes it fun. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have Tina in the house. Kristen is here. Katie and Artis and Sandy and Marsha and Diane and Tina B and Carolyn and Lynn. And I think Kelly fell asleep, so we got to keep her in our prayers. And Carolyn with a bad tummy, we got to keep her in our prayers. Becca and Becky popped on real quick. Noticed they were late. That's okay. They're going to catch YouTube. And Kim was here, so she popped on. I love when you guys just pop on to say hi. That's always fun, too. It's always a fun thing for me. 6,000%. Again, I had my heat on like Hades. It's like Hades in this house right now. And I literally, Lynn's still here too. I didn't say you, sweetie. I got you. I said you before Kelly. Lynn's here. I literally have a heat vent like right behind this thing. So I'm like Marilyn Monroeing it over here with the heat. I actually think I have beads of sweat on my forehead. If you guys noticed, I chopped them. I couldn't take it. And I made them all swishy so you couldn't see how bad they came out. Don't tell Lisa. I also broke my glasses. How do you break plastic framed glasses? That's what I want to know. I was cleaning the lenses and I busted the glasses. Don't know how I did that. So I'm wearing an old pair. They're a little different. Alright, so what we're going to do is you're going to need black paint. Make sure it didn't get all goopy on you. If it did, add a little bit of water to it. And you want to do this before you finish your fur. So we want to put the facial features in here before we finish the fur. Because you're going to put pieces. See that? See those pieces of fur right there? So we got to put the eyes and nose and stuff. I did say your name. Okay. Yeah, it's like Hades in here right now. I don't know what's going on. You know what it is? I moved the heat up because I was cold. Because I was kind of bumming around. And now I'm like moving and shaking. So I'm getting warm. Alright, so we're going to take, I'm going to take Mini Me. Alright, if you want to use Tiny, go for it. But I'm going to take Mini Me. And your black paint. So if your black paint got goopy, push the skin to the side. You know, you're cold in your house in Ohio. It's probably freezing in Ohio. I have family in Ohio. If you get that skin on the top of your paint, push it over. Don't push it in. All right, push it over. And you could always grab a little bit of water, make your paint a little looser for you so it's a little more manageable. Okay? And I'm going to take, so we'll start with him. All right, so his eyes, holding it like a pencil, guys. And his eyes, where the widest part of his snout is, just bring it up. Okay, parentheses and a parentheses. Parentheses and a parentheses. Okay, fill it in. And then we're going to go on the other part of the snout here. And then if you want to follow your line over, it parentheses and a parentheses. So like I said, you're going to put fur kind of like all around and swooping on top and bottom. So you don't really have to stress getting it perfectly the same size. You know what I'm saying? So don't stress it, because you're going to put little fur pieces swooping around it. So it's going to hide if you didn't get it completely right. Now the nose, it's all the way down here. Okay? So right where this starts to get skinny. All right? So right where this starts to get skinny. He's a llama gnome. Oh, yeah, he is. I can totally see that. The nose is right here, and this is what's going to make it a llama right now. This is what we're going to do, make it a llama. So right where it starts to get skinny, you want to go right like before that, okay? And it's a swoop this way, teardrop on its side, teardrop on its side, or figure 8, whatever you need to do. Fill that in. Okay, and then you're going to do a swoop down the middle here. Swoop down the middle. Okay, so that's the llama nose. And if you want to make it a little bigger, you can make it a little bit bigger. I wanted to give him a big old schnoz, so I made it nice and big. I gave her a little schnoz, but I gave him a big old schnoz. So, there we go. Just like that. And there we have our llama, guys. Alright, and then a line down. Notice I moved my hand, not the brush, right? Line down and swoop, a big old smile. There he is. I love drawing the faces on the characters because it just kind of makes them shine through. So, now we're going to do hers. Okay, her eyes are a little closer together, so you're not going to go to the edge of your snout and go up. You're going to go to like the middle of your snout and go up. Okay, so there's like the middle of my snout. I'm going to go up, and again there's hair swooping down on top of her eyes. So if you don't get your circles exactly the same, and then when I do this, I just kind of bring my hand over like that to line it up. And then part of it's already hiding under her hair. So we're not even going to paint the circle, right? Because it's already hiding under her hair in this section. So I just got to fix the round a little bit, fill this one in. Okay, so there's her eyes. And we got to do her nose. Again, right where it starts to get skinny. Okay, figure 8. Oh, her nose is crooked. Let me put my big old head in the way and fix that. There we go. Let's not have a crooked nose. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then the piece that comes down the center. Fix it up as you're filling it in. Line down. Big old smile. There it is. Alright, put my brush away. We're going to let that dry before we highlight it. And let's do our heart. Alright, so you need clean white paint for your heart, guys. You need clean white paint for your heart. So make sure you get clean white paint. Because we're going to map in the heart. And guys, if you're going to spell Llama Love, make sure you spell it correctly. Unlike me, who spelled it with one L. I spelled the Dalai Lama, not the animal llama. Alright, so I'm Swirl Tap Dabbing Big Boy. I'm going to get clean white paint. Okay, make sure, make sure this is pretty much dry for yourself. They're so cute. I love these guys. I think they're adorable. Alright, so we got NASCAR as an idea. You can still add the other L. Yes, I will. I'll fix it. I'll fix the original. Any of you guys, any of the originals are all for sale. So if there's an original that you like, and I could customize them for you too. So any original you've ever seen me do, they're all for sale. So some of the instruction ones are for sale because I go back and I schmooze them and I fix them nicer. But all the originals, the really pristine ones, if you like them, I got them. I have probably over 100 and something paintings sitting in my house. So, okay, so what you're going to do, find your center, right, in between these two guys. Hopefully it's the center of your canvas. You're just going to do a line. Do a line. Okay, nice and thin paint. You thought you spelt it that way on purpose. Well, thank you, Lynn. I could have told everybody that. They probably would have went for it, but I didn't. I messed up. Alright, once you have your line, you're going to come up out of your line. Swoop this way. And then you're going to come over here, up out of your line. Swoop that way. Okay? And then as you're filling it in, if you need to fix it or make it a little more even or whatever you need to do, you can totally do that as you're coloring it in the white. Alright, 6,000%. So that's why we map things in white, because you can fix your shapes, you can turn around and get a nice bold color because the white is behind it. And if you completely screw up, you can just blend it out. You can just blend it out. No worries. No worries. There we go. There it is. Swoop, there it is. Oh, yeah. So, we have NASCAR. Alright, I did the dream catcher. And I have some really cute ideas for St. Patrick's. So, I have that going on. If there's anything you want to see, guys, we have like, because then we're going to be going into like Easter stuff. And, as long as you guys keep this rocking and rolling, like I said, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, tips are appreciated. So, as long as we keep this rocking and rolling, we'll keep painting. We'll keep painting. Yes. Right? Need to fix this side a little bit. Notice how I just kind of curl my brush. Right? That's that show me the money trick, guys. So you put your fingers together like this. Put your brush in there and you can spin. Practice doing that. Practice learning how to spin your brush, okay? Practice. You'll get it. I guarantee it. Okay, now I'm going to grab my red with my white. And whoop, right down the middle. Bam. Fill this side in. Okay, fill this side in, right? Opposite each other. I almost put it over here. I'm not going to lie. I almost did. We're not going to lie about that one. I totally almost made this side the pink side, but we did it crisscross here. Okay, and I'm using the flat of that brush, right? I'm using the flat of the brush to totally get my edges. All right, so that side is pink. And I'd like to see a windmill and tulips. Ooh, that's a good idea, Carolyn. I like that. Like a Denmark thing. Like a Denmark thing, like I got you. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Good idea, right? I like that idea. All right, now I'm going to grab my purple. One cool thing about doing pink and purple is you don't have to clean your brush. You don't have to clean the pink out of your brush because there's red and purple. So I'm going to do my other side. I'm going to do the other side. Swoop. Swoop. There we go. All right, take it nice and slow. Get your edges in there nice. All right, get your center line. Because when you do the darker color, it'll fix an oopsie. That's why I did the lighter color first. So if I did an oopsie in my center line, the darker color would cover that. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah, I like that idea. That was a good idea. Okay, got color in the bow. All right, whatever color you're making our bow. So let's color that in. And any of you that are kind of waiting, waiting for me, just keep adding more squiggles. Just keep doing the squiggles, guys. So if you're waiting on me to do something, just do the squiggles. 6,000%. So I'm going to color in her bow. And then I'm going to show you the squiggles around his eyes. Because those should be dry by now. So I should hold this like a pencil so I follow my lines that I did before. Should hold it like a pencil. Oh, I like that idea. So, I'm excited about the Dreamcatcher one. So the How To Tuesday before the Dreamcatcher one is going to be on painting a galaxy. So I'm going to do the How To Tuesday. I'm going to try to keep doing that. I hope you guys like that. Let me know if you really don't or really whatever. But I'm going to try to piggyback the How To Tuesdays with what we're painting on Friday. All right, that's why I was going to do the fur one this Tuesday, but I was slacking. So, but you guys got this. It's not that difficult. But like I said, like for this Tuesday with the monsters, I'm going to show you shading and blending, right? And then for the How To Tuesday, before we do this, the Dreamcatcher, I'm going to show you how to paint a galaxy. Now, we did a paint party, galaxy fishing. Remember, I did it for my father. But it was a long time ago. It was last year sometime. I don't know when it was. It was a while ago. So, I'm going to show you guys in a how-to. So, we can totally just focus on that. And then this way on Friday, you already know what to expect. Right? So get your practice time in, right? And especially because, you know, some of you want to give these as gifts and whatnot. So you can turn around and when you do the paint party, you got a little bit more knowledge under your belt on what you want to do. Okay? So, and we got to do her band. And I'm going to make the knot in the middle a little lighter in color. So I'm going to do the knot a little lighter in color. Just so you can see it. Just so it pops a little bit. That's all. That's all. Ba, ba, ba. So, you guys having fun with this one? I think this one's fun. Nice and relaxing. And easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I got one in there. I snuck one in there. Alright, so I'm going to turn around and we're going to put a swoop in here coming out from the center. Swoop. Swoop, there it is. And we're going to put a swoop on this side coming out from the center. Swoop. There it is. Alright, and wipe my brush off, put it in the water. Give it a little swirl, swirl, get all the globs of paint out of it. Let me show you the fur around his eyes because he's looking kind of bug-eyed right now. And then I'm going to show you the highlights and then, you know, the white spots. And we're going to be all set, guys. So, how amazing is this? So much fun. I got to set up the event page for Tuesday. Don't let me forget how to do that. I always forget to do that. And then I'm like basically setting it up on Monday. And I'm like, that's not really a lot of notice. Okay, so where his eyes are, make sure this is dry. I'm going to make mine really light so you can see it. But you guys make it whatever color you need to make it. Okay, so, but I'm going to make mine really light so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to come over here, basically next to his nose. And I'm going to come out from, you guys can't see that. Hold on, more white paint. More white paint. I'm going to come out from next to his nose and I'm just going to do a squiggle across the top of his eye. See that? Just kind of framing it out. And then you want to do another one going across the bottom. Okay, so that's what you want to do. And then, of course, you add some more. So far, mine kind of look like dogs, but they're still cute. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. As you do the fur, make longer pieces. Because your fur might be too short of pieces, which is making it more like puppy dogs than llamas. And your ears really do the llama thing. Make the ears nice and tall and thin. Okay? And and then, you know, you want to do your lighter pieces of fur and your medium color of fur. And as you add all these squiggles in, it's going to have depth. And it's going to look really cool. And if they're looking like dogs, do longer squiggles. Your boy looks like a werewolf. He kind of does look like a werewolf, though. I'm not going to lie. All right, so you frame that one out, and then you do the same thing on this side. You do the same thing on this side. Okay, so frame that out, and then come and do underneath. He kind of does look like a werewolf, though. If you really think about it, he kind of does. I'm not going to turn around and deny that. And, you know, and then you could just clean this up, right? Add more pieces of fur. Do darker, lighter. Maybe if you're doing the purple, add more red to the purple. Get a whole other little piece of fur going on. You know, add all this fun stuff to it. Clean it up a little bit. Right? Final touches, right, guys? And add the lighter pieces. Okay? Because see, as I'm adding the lighter pieces, how it's giving it a whole new dimension, right? Maybe add some reddish, pinky, purpley pieces to it. whatever you need to do, and you can finish him off, okay? And then with her and the eyes, so the one was hidden, and we're gonna hide the other one. So I'm cleaning off my brush, getting all the purple out there. That's what's wrong with yours, the ears. Yes. So you got to kind of give them those long pointy ears, llama ears. Okay. So I'm going to turn around and make the nose like wider. Okay? Because if it's looking more like a puppy, you want to make the nose even wider. All right, so for her, I'm grabbing really light because so you guys can see it, but you make it whatever color you want. So over here, I'm going to come in and I'm going to clean up this swoop. Okay, over her eye over there, right? Maybe do a little piece that missed the bow. How fun is that, right? Hello. Telling you, right? So you can get so creative with these. And then over on this side, I'm going to bring this down so it winds up going over the top of her eye, right? Giving her some highlights here, right? Hello. I see you. I see you, girlfriend. Oh, yeah. Right? She went to the salon. Getting some highlights in there. That's what I'm talking about. So have a lot of fun with this as you're finishing them up, guys. As you're finishing up your fur and whatnot. Have a lot of fun with it. I grab some more colors. You know, make them your llamas. They're your llamas. Right? Okay. So now I'm going to grab Tiny. Now, remember with your lettering, whatever lettering you're going to do, I'll show you again, but guys, I've showed you lettering I don't know how many times, but we'll do it again in case this is your first time watching me. All right, so I'm going to grab my mini, my Tiny, my small round detail brush. I'm going to make sure my white paint is nice and loose and thin, and you want to start from the center and work your way out. So llama has 5 letters in it. So, A is the middle letter. So, I'm going to put the middle letter right in the center. I'm going to put the middle letter right in the center. Now, these are going to look backwards to you because my camera's in selfie mode. So, you know, make sure you don't paint yours backwards. Okay? And then you work your way out from there. So we have an M. And if you have to turn around and make your heart bigger to fit your letters in there, it's not that big of a deal. It's definitely better than starting here and then trying to squish it all in by the time you get over there. Okay? Always start in the middle and work your way out. Always, always, always. And if you need to do your little dots first to guide where your letters are going to go, then do your dots first, right? The dots, remember? So love is 4. So here's my center. So I'm going to go, O is here, L is here, the V is going to be over here, and the E. Okay, so if you need to do little dots as guidelines first, do the dots. Do the dots. Okay, so then this way you know you're going to be fitting in the word in your space. Okay, so whatever you're putting, if you're putting your nicknames, you guys had your nicknames, that would look so cute, putting your nicknames for each other in the heart. Okay, so last step. All right, so taking Tiny, and I just put my finger in my white paint now. My finger just wants to go in all my puddles of paint here. All right, so highlights. Bring it on in, close up again, right? I know, I'm scary. Here we go. So, top of bow, white paint, tiny brush. Top of bow. Top of bow over here. Swoop. Right there. Okay. Centerpiece of the bow. Bam. Bam. Right there. The life dots in the eyes. Boop. Boop. And the highlight on the nose. Swoop. And the highlight on the heart on this side. Swoop. Round that way. And down the side. Swoop. Right there. Okay, do those for 2 seconds. Okay, now we're going to do him. Alright, so he has the dots in his eyes. Bam, bam. I also gave him the line. Swoop, swoop. Highlight on his nose. Wiggle it just a little bit. And then the highlight on the heart. And then that is it, guys. You guys did it. Awesome job. What? Okay, so replay is always available, and it will be on YouTube. Always free to watch. Tips are appreciated. So Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, stars, all that. The stand is hooked on my chair. That's why we're having an earthquake moment. Sorry, guys. Any of that good stuff, because our supplies are not free. Neither are the lights. So, anyway, fam, thank you so much for joining me on this awesome Friday. And that's going to be that. What? So cute, right? I think these guys are adorable. They're adorable. And you know what's funny is you mentioned the doggies. You could turn around and make them you know, you can do the same painting and have them puppies instead. That would be kind of cute. Not gonna lie. So yes, everybody have an awesome weekend. Thank you so much for joining me, fam. I love you. You all warm my heart. I love this painting. It's so fun. It's so easy. Anyone catching the replay, if you have any questions, 6,000% ask me. Right, artists? So adorable. I'm telling you. And next week, Monster Madness. Right? We got Sugar Skulls and Medusa and the Jersey Devil. I actually had to look up what the Jersey Devil looks like. You're so welcome, Tina B. So cute. Yours still looks so like dogs. That's Lynn, own it. Just make them look even more like dogs. Oh, you are so welcome. Oh, your doggy's having a doggy dream. He's having swoop. You're so welcome, Carolyn. Thank you for the paint party idea. I really liked it. I like it a lot. We're definitely going to do something like that. Oh, and thank you, Tina B, for the NASCAR idea. I got to wrap my head around that one, but we'll figure it out. You are so welcome, all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. I got a set of nifties going out. So if you want your nifties, you know what to do. Thank you, guys. Yes, Tina M. Thank you. You're the bomb. Sent me a couple of pictures for inspiration. Awesome, Tina B. Yes, guys. So, private message me anytime you'd like. You have any questions, you're working on anything, you're creating on your own, 6,000%. Message me if you have a question, or if you come across a picture you think would be a great paint party idea, or something you want to learn. I could do a how-to on it. Send it to me, everybody. I do not mind at all. Not at all. No biggie, husband's idea. Ah, poo-poo husband. Nah. You got a good man there, Tina B. So, He's into all this art stuff. I love it. I like it a lot. Tina B owns an Eve's original. So she bought it right off of my canvas, actually. So like I said, guys, all the originals are for sale. And you will get a fan discount. So if you see a painting and there's a price on it, still get in touch with me. You're happy with anything but snow, right? That was a snow painting. That's exactly what that was. Nope, we're done with our snow paintings. We got it out of our system. I did your covered bridge. You guys are all set. I know you guys were asking me for a covered bridge for like a good minute. So that was a fun one too. I'm going to be getting onto TikTok. I'm trying to figure out how to teach something in under a minute. So I'll be sharing, once that's all set, I will be sharing those links with you. Happy spring-like stuff. Yes. Oh, post a picture of the one Tina B. Sure, Tina. I don't know where she could post a picture, though. Maybe in the comments. Tina, if you got a picture, I can't comment on this thing anymore. They changed it. So, post a pic, sweetie. 6,000%. I don't know if that works. Can you post a picture on a live feed? You can comment it? Alright, that's cool. I don't know if you can post a picture on a live feed. Who knows? No idea. All I know is they took my ability away to comment, and which it is what it is. So after it's over, there you go. All right, there you go, sweetheart. Tina B is gonna post it in the comments after I end the live feed. All right, so got that figured out. And with that, I'm going to say goodnight. So, thank you so much, fam, for joining me. You all warm my heart. I love you 6,000%. And have fun and go create. Okay? Mwah. Good night.